There's 2.5 years left in the county's contract with ShotSpotter. The device has drawn controversy all across the country, but Sheriff Davis says here in Macon, it's already having a positive impact.
This watch party is actually set up on a football field tonight as the Governor Kemp put the ball back into the hands of voters to move him down the field and back on that ballot, and that's exactly what they did.
It is a big day. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's Inauguration Day, and you saw it there. It is a weather-worn day because today, Gary, is the calm before the snowstorm.
All these flashing lights you see behind me are fire trucks from the Houston County Fire Department. They have been staged here I've been here for about 30 minutes and trucks have been steadily rolling in.
I also called Commissioner Paul Bronson, who's over this area 7 times to talk about what's happening here. He didn't get back to me. Thousands of auto workers walking out of the factory and onto the picket line, striking after their demands to the big 3 automakers weren't met. This is a live look at some of those workers picketing right now.
I just want to let you at home know this store is open even though their overhead lights are off. They turn those lights off when we set up our cameras.
As we reported earlier, former District Attorney David Cook is also taking a hard stance against the machines. While in office, he railed against convenience stores that offer gas with a side of gaming. Across the nation, people are receiving texts claiming they have an unpaid toll bill. I just got one yesterday. However, like most scams, it's not what it seems.
Inside this building, they have live demos going on, but these ladies, they don't just have a live demo going on, it's interactive. They let you stitch your own, help me out, Miss Wheeler, what's it called again?
String block.
String block. So I'm going to sit down and give it a whirl. Y'all, I've never sewed before, but in the spirit of the Georgia National Fair, I've got to try to do something that I've never done before. So we only have a couple seconds left. So you're going to watch me try to put I'm on the foot pedal. I'm going to sit the mic down and I'm going to try one hand here.
And you just keep the edge right there.
Keep the edge right there. I just press down.
Press down.
Oh, and we're going.
With over 3,000 followers, Mullis made this Facebook page in remembrance of a young Macon mom who went missing and was later found dead.
It's basically casinos in black and brown neighborhoods, in poor neighborhoods.
LJ Malone is against the installation of coin-operated amusement machines in Macon. You may know them as gaming machines, and those machines could soon be setting up shop in local Kroger stores.
If a grocery store's main job is to, alleviate hunger, and to give people fresh food options, I mean, why are they becoming casinos? It doesn't make sense.
According to licensing information we requested from Kroger, 5 of the 6 Kroger stores in Macon are licensed to install the gaming machines. Those include the stores on Zebulon Road, Presidential Parkway, Tom Hill Senior Boulevard, Forsyth Road, and Hartley Bridge Road. The company noted that 4 of those stores are new licensees and don't yet have machines inside, but the Zebulon Road Kroger has 4.
This is traditionally the store I go to. I traditionally go to a Kroger, but once those machines are in there, I don't think I'll go anymore.
As we reported earlier, former District Attorney David Cook is also taking a hard stance against the machines. While in office, he railed against convenience stores that offer gas with a side of gaming. He says he believes they're a magnet for crime. As DA, he filed racketeering charges against multiple Bibb County store owners. In recent years, stores that have been labeled a public nuisance by the Bibb County courts were hubs for gaming machines.
2 grocery stores that were shut down by Macon Bibb recently in the last couple years, they had multiple murders at those stores. In fact, one of them had a man guarding his drug stash with an AK-47, just standing there hours a day. It was on video.
Aside from crime, both men believe the machines most affect people who are down to their last hope and their last dollar.
The writing's on the wall is exploitation, point blank period. I mean, the people that are using these machines, or most of the cases, they're poor people. They're using these machines with hopes of maybe, getting some money real quick to help them with the situations that they're in a lot of times, not being able to pay rent, not being able to eat.
But not all Middle Georgians agree, pointing to the 13% of the more than $100 million a month the machines net going towards Hope Scholarship and pre-K programs.
Anything that supports education and for Hope Scholarship to come back, which I know was a real blessing to a lot of college students.
Reporting for Project Macon, Brittany Miller, WGXA News.
Dead or alive, these people need closure, and that's my goal.
Jessica Mullis runs the Facebook account Missing in Macon. She says she's dedicated to helping locate people who seemingly vanished.
These are people's babies on my shirt. Nobody knows what happens to them. If that was my kid, there ain't nothing gonna stop me from finding my babies.
With over 3,000 followers, Mullis made this Facebook page in remembrance of a young Macon mom who went missing and was later found dead.
I started this page in honor of Gabby Dixon, seeing her poor mama crying out for help trying to find her.
Now, Jessica wants her efforts to grow legs, 4 furry ones to be exact.
You gonna smile for the camera? Huh? You gonna smile for the camera?
This is Jessica's 2-year-old bloodhound, Lolly. She rescued the hound from downtown Macon when she was a puppy.
And a little puppy runs out in the middle of the road. Floppy ears and all, about 4 months old.
She wants to get the dog trained in man trailing to help local law enforcement investigate missing persons.
They are smart. They use bloodhounds for a reason, and this starts back to the 1800s.
With a nose known for sleuthing, bloodhounds have a reputation for taking a bite out of crime. Even the animated McGruff the Crime Dog was a bloodhound. Right now, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office doesn't use the dog breed when looking for someone who's missing. That's in part because, as Lieutenant Richard Center explains, unless it's believed a person is in danger, a missing person report doesn't immediately come to the Violent Crimes Unit.
The longer that a person goes missing, the less scent there is to follow for a dog. So usually by the time we get a missing person report, it's already been 2 or 3 days anyway. A lot of times people are missing for 2 or 3 days or 4 days before they even file a report.
According to investigator Raymond Cross, there are 13 active missing person cases in Bibb County. He and Center say 95% of the time, those who are missing are found okay, calling it very rare that a missing person is met with violence. But in any case, Jessica wants Lolly to be a resource.
I just want to help people.
She says the training is expensive, with some programs charging upwards of $3,000.
And I really don't have it to, I'm just a normal person that sells furniture.
So she's hoping to reach community members who don't mind missing a few bucks in the name of bringing home someone's missing loved one. Reporting for Project Macon, Brittany Miller, WGXA News. Greg, the memorial is still up for 16-year-old Kymelo Early, who was shot and killed in front of this store exactly 4 weeks before 2 men were shot and killed here last night. I am about 25 feet up in the air on a pirate ship. It's not the type of place you would typically find me. I just sat down with the Forsyth City Manager, Janice Hall, and she tells me that she and Police Chief Eddie Harris have mutually agreed that he will be retiring early. A few minutes after 10 o'clock, the last deputy turned off his lights and pulled away. But before that, nearly a dozen deputies were surrounding the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. It has been a very emotional scene as family and friends have gathered. Certainly not the news that a mother wants to receive the day after Mother's Day. You can see families still gathered on this scene, questioning what has happened to their loved ones. Early this morning, just before 9 o'clock, 41-year-old Timothy Price called the Centerville police asking for help because he had just shot his wife. When police got here to this home, they tried to make contact with Mr. Price and no one answered, so they went around to the back. You can see it's not fenced in, where they saw glass on the ground. The Bibb County Jail is under new scrutiny after Senators Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff asked the Department of Justice to investigate the facility. Those calls only add to ongoing local criticism.
This jail is just not an appropriate facility for people who have not been convicted by and large of a crime.
Attorney Lars Anderson has been practicing law in Macon for nearly 40 years, defending those who end up behind bars at the Bibb LEC.
In my opinion, our sheriff is not doing a good job staffing, operating that jail. People are being hurt. People are being murdered in that jail.
But to Anderson, Sheriff David Davis isn't the only elected official who voters should be pointing the finger at. He says Macon Judicial Circuit District Attorney Anita R. Howard plays a role in the jail's overcrowding.
It's a combination of 2 factors. 1, trying to hold people in. 2, in my opinion, not getting people out and ready for trial quick enough.
According to Attorney Anderson, Anita Howard's assistant district attorneys argue against bond more often than previous administrations.
If no bond is in fact granted, obviously we are packing people into a jail.
When it comes to getting the accused before a judge, WGXA found the DA's office may be struggling with staffing. Based on an open records request to the Bibb County Human Resources Department, while there are 8 assistant district attorneys employed with the DA's office, including chief and senior ADA positions, there are 12 ADA positions open. That means less than half of the office's ADA roles are filled.
The district attorney is an elected official. As that, she determines what the appropriate staffing is for her office.
I put in open records requests to nearby counties and judicial circuits to compare staffing. The Houston County District Attorney's Office has 1 open position, and the Tawaliga Judicial Circuit, which includes Monroe, Lamar, and Butts counties, is fully staffed. Anderson says new hires to the Macon Judicial Circuit are inexperienced.
If there's one attorney who's very good, and hypothetically a defense attorney who's lousy, we're probably not going to get to the truth, or it certainly makes it harder for the jury.
Reporting in Macon, Brittany Miller, WGXA News.